It.
Okay.
Oh yes, thank you, creepy Siri robot. Thanks for letting me know that we're back. What's up, guys? This is episode number 10 of David Forgets the Stories He Told on the Other Podcast. Says like too much and gets too stoned and forgets he's in a conversation with other people. But today's gonna be different. We have two of my favorite lady comics on, and I'm not just saying that because they're my guests, even though it's only 20% true. I'm just fucking with you. It's Jen Woodall. Sorry, Jen.
Oh, Richardson.
Sorry, Jen Richardson. And Christine Hall Edgar. I can't believe I almost said her name. What the fuck?
Well, it's my maiden name. It's still on some documents, so what else? Fine.
No problem. Look up her passport, guys. We accidentally doxed ourselves. Anyway, I'm having a rough morning. Just to give you an FYI, like when I woke up today.
Oh no.
It's not like that. It's just like throughout the quarantine, through all this shit, I find like the days blend together. So I've said on the previous podcast, it's like the Count of Monte Cristo, but it's with Netflix and more debauchery. So like when I got up today and I was brushing my teeth, like it's just a force of habit. You get stuck into the monotony of your routine. You don't even realize that you make mistakes. So I go to grab my toothpaste and then I'm about to squeeze the tube. And as I squeeze the tube, I was about to put polysporin on my toothbrush.
Oh.
Yeah. Yeah, and like I caught myself like in mid fucking squeeze, which I never do.
Mid squeeze. I think that's keeping things exciting.
Yeah.
I've
accidentally put things on my toothbrush that was not what I intended. And it's never good.
I can't let you stop the story there. Please continue.
I have definitely like my daughter's toothpaste, kids' toothpaste
is the worst.
Awful. I have put like just random creams on my toothbrush and like stopped myself. Never made it into the mouth, but like I'm like that consistency is weird. So there's no judgment here.
I know
no judgment.
It's such a sensitive thing, and it's only like $1. You can just get it at a dollar store. I remember it was on a Discord, and the girl was talking about how she moved into this place with her. There's like 2 or 3 other roommates, and like the one dude roommate was just shitty. Like he never picked up after himself. He was just a permanent slob, always complaining. And she said there was one time where her and the 2 other roommates were sharing a toothbrush between the 3 of them.
Oh, no.
Yeah, I know. And we were like, what the fuck is wrong with you? You can get that literally at like the Goodwill, which is it's such an easy amenity to get.
I've grabbed my husband's by mistake and was like, I've been so disgusted by that. Like I needed a whole day just to like come back from that and talk myself down. And he's like, but we kiss. And I'm like, but we don't scrape teeth. Like, no, it's wrong. It's different. Ugh.
Yeah, it's awful. Although like, but when I was a teenager and I went to summer camp, like sometimes like if someone forgot a toothbrush, they'd be like, can I use your toothbrush? And without even thinking about it, yeah, sure. And we would share toothbrushes, and I would never do that now, even though like my mouth is way less to be full of anything contagious now than it was when I was a teenager. So
no. And then I'd be like, it's yours. My dad would always like at the dinner table, he would be like, just want a sip of my milk. And there was something about when he returned that glass where you see like the trace of the milk that he drank. I was like, no, that's yours now. Like, I just can't. Like, no, even straws.
Were you like, no, this isn't mom's hair.
Yeah. My dad always took a sip of any drink we had. And if we had a chocolate bar, he always had the first bite. It was like his dad tax. Like,
yes. My dad would do it with ice cream cones. So if we went to Dairy Queen, he wouldn't get a cone, but he'd lick ours.
Oh, all the way around. My mom would do that too. And like watching her lick it was always the worst. Sorry, Mom.
But first off, what's a dad? Second of all, just kidding.
Crazy.
Yeah, so like here's the thing. I don't really know you 2 ladies aside from the toothbrush rant. You know, I never knew we were gonna start with that. That's why I wanted to just go with the flow. Yeah, I haven't really. I met you ladies at like. Well, I know Christine from like a few shows. It's been for like a year or so, but I don't know like you guys really that well. How did you guys meet? Like, did you meet through comedy, and like what motivated you to start this little pod besides our circumstances at the moment?
We met at the Craft Heads open mic.
It was my first one since I moved back to Windsor. And Christine came up to me after and hugged me. And then
I held her in my arms.
And then she messaged me that night on Facebook too. And then I was like, I like her. I have a new friend. And that's how it happened. So we've been friends for a year.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Damn.
And it's just like, you just connect with some people. And it was just like, I feel like I've always known you. I feel like I've known you way longer than that.
Yeah.
But I was very excited because there weren't a lot of women in that year that I had been doing stand-up. And I was so excited to see another one. I was like, oh my God, please tell me you're coming back. Like, it was very exciting, like just a different perspective, right? I'd been there with all these guys and they're all young. So it was just pretty cool to see another female.
Another female of a certain age.
No, no, you don't look your age. So I didn't even, I had you in like late 20s.
Oh, yeah, okay. I would have said maybe from the mouth up 45, but like everything else, like 22.
Nice.
but
I'm like, you can only look.
No, I have used that pickup line, and I'm like 1 for 50 with it. So it's like,
and the one was drunk. The one was like asleep.
Well, and it's saying that your face looks old. Like, that's not good.
I'm just wondering if I'm okay with that. Like, I would maybe be okay with an old face and a young-looking body.
Yeah.
What would you rather?
See, the thing is like I've never been like a body person. Like, my body's never, it's been close to good, but it's never been spectacular. So like, my face is what I have to bank on. Like, so, and even as I get older, like everything, like my boobs are going to become flat, full on pancakes. My butt's just going to like sag like nothing else. Like it, but my face with makeup will stay.
It will.
I'm like, with surgery, I've got this.
Yeah.
With a lot of surgery.
Yeah.
My boobs went to pancakes after kids and then came back.
Ooh.
Yeah. They did a round 2. Yeah. But they're on their way out. They're like, now they're just like, now we're heavy. Now we're going to touch the floor. We're going to drop it. I'm like, great, let's go. Oh my God. And I'll have to like put my ass in a wagon and just drag it along with me. Although I don't care because I can't even turn my head back there. So I don't even look back there. I just want like to look down and see my toes. That's all I want. Just like, boop. No like belly in the way. But I like ended up with like a beer belly. So
I've looked pregnant since high school.
No, like mine's like very, mine's inflamed.
You guys are doing the same thing. I told myself when I was a little kid, because I've been using K walkers and wheelchairs since 3rd grade. So I'm like, you guys are going to be using this shit eventually. So I'm ahead of the game.
Yeah,
it's true.
6 years.
Yeah, we'll come to you for tips.
Hell
the
yeah.
best
like
one.
Driving
I want to
techniques.
be, like something comfortable to sit on. What kind of basket? We're going to soup it up. A flag.
Oh God, like my Aunt Margaret had a motorized wheelchair, and like she was a force, and she would get like annoyed with my like great uncle Stan for not keeping up with her. Like she was just like goals, you know?
Did she use her cane to trip him often? Because I would do that shit like a fucking disabled jousting.
No, but once I was at my granddad's house and they lived in the apartment beside him, and I had my computer bag there, and my Uncle Stan, who was at 95 at the time, tripped over my computer bag.
Oh my God.
But he was so worried about my Aunt Margaret because she had heart problems that he just like pretty much like somersaulted and jumped right back up to be like, I'm okay. Are you okay? It was so sweet. God. And like, I almost killed him. So
was that awkward at like family gatherings, or did you guys just like laugh it off? I feel like that
it wasn't really spoken about much.
We did not talk about it.
That's the first thing I would have brought up. My family's so ignorant sometimes of that. It's so ignorant.
Is it a big family?
My family's blended. So I'm like the only kid that my mom and dad had, because my mom had me when she was in her early 30s. My dad was like 19. And you know that movie Stella Got Her Groove Back?
Yes.
That was your mom?
Yeah, well, apparently there's a sequel where it's like, and you're going to have a kid, you can't have in Jamaica because the healthcare shit. So, you couldn't condense all that into the title, but it's implied.
So your mom was in Jamaica and then she moved to Canada to have you, or were you born in Jamaica?
No, I was born in Canada. Like my mom's from my dad's from there.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
And then she remarried, and I have like an extended family, as you would say, like a brother and sister in America, like in the state of New York. And then I have sisters that I grew up with. You know what I mean? So
yeah.
It's a lot of estrogen. So this is actually like very comforting for me. I don't mind. There's a ton of women. I like to be the one speck of testosterone, barely hanging on, fighting for my opinion.
How long have you been doing comedy?
Oh, so now we're doing a little reverse interview.
Sorry, habit.
It's okay. Habit. I thought you were an OnStar technician for a second. Welcome. Yeah. How long have I been doing comedy? Let's see. I started in high school, and then
wow.
But like, cause I was like 16, 15, just like doing little talent shows and bullshit like that. And then
that's awesome.
Hosted like little gatherings or like little events. And then 18, a little bit at Leo's, a little bit in Michigan, and then stopped for a bit because of school. A lot on and off. This has been one of the most consistent things I've done, ladies. So, be happy for that.
Yes, that's awesome though.
Are you from Windsor too?
Yeah. My mom, like I said, my mom is, and my dad's Jamaican.
No, but like, did you like go to high school here?
Yeah.
Oh, okay, me too.
Okay, yeah. Excuse me. I don't know why I changed the pitch there. It's like me
too.
Yeah. Isn't that a psychological indicator that somebody's lying, or like the fabricator? Somehow, like other dogs, other oncoming dogs can hear your fucking lie. They're just ears are turned.
They'll be like, what?
So like, yeah, where did you move to? Because I don't think we established that. Like so you're born here and then you migrated somewhere else?
Yes, I guess I grew up in Riverside. I went to Riverside High School. Then I went to the University of Guelph. Then I moved back for 2 years. Then I moved to Toronto.
Hell yeah.
Mm-hmm. And then I was in Toronto for like 10 years. And then I lived in Bowmanville, shoot me, for 3 years. And now I'm back.
Was that like on their welcome sign? You're in Bowman, shoot yourself.
Yeah, as you drive in.
It's like Texas. They just give you guns if you go to the right places.
Do you know what? Bowmanville is lovely. I was just alone. Okay. So, and my commute to work was 4 hours a day, like 2 hours there, 2 hours back. So it was just not a good life.
No, those long commutes are horrible. Mm-hmm. That's what ended up. We were living in like Niagara Way, between Hamilton and Niagara. And my husband, the commute to get to Oakville was so insane that when he had the opportunity to come to Windsor, we took it. Big difference. Oh my God.
Oh yeah. Like when people complain that it took them 13 minutes to work instead of 11, I'm like,
stop it. He would call me, and he used to call, and I would know I had like a good hour to 2 hours to like do whatever. When he called me, it took me about a week to get used to him calling and saying he was going to be home, and me like getting things ready, because I'd be like, what are you doing here? Yeah. Me just sitting on the couch in my sugar coma.
Like, it would snow, and I'd be like, it's going to take me 4 hours to get home tonight. So I did 6 hours of commuting.
God. Yeah, no, the commute is horrible.
Yeah.
Really I can do like maybe a half hour.
Yeah.
Maybe not even now. I don't know.
Exactly. We've been pushed to our limits in so many ways. So what you think?
Yeah. I'm getting really old and like
no, you're not.
Lazy. Yes, I am.
No, you're not.
It's true. It's true.
Yeah, you're like, you're like if Renee Zellweger was in Bridesmaids. I know, it took me a minute for that reference.
Renee Zellweger?
Yeah, when that
was if she was in Bridesmaids?
Yeah, because you got a very bridesmaidsian energy about you.
Oh yes,
those women are.
I could see myself shitting myself on the street. I could see that. I'm at that stage now.
Yeah,
maybe in a Walmart. I could do that scene in the Walmart
or in Union Station.
Super hot. I love that. I love when women shit out in public. There's nothing better. It's nothing better.
Nothing freer.
Oh man, did I tell you the story? Oh, I don't know if I told this story on a podcast. Did I tell you the one time about when I was shit faced at a McDonald's and like I was breakdancing in the middle and I made out with this disgusting looking lesbian?
Jesus.
Oh yeah. Okay, so the details are a little murky in terms of how I got to said McDonald's, but I remember I got there and it was after a night of partying. I think my buddy got bottle service or something. And this is like where the honest lawyer is. I think they're bringing it back. But
Really?
Yeah.
They're bringing back Honest Lawyer?
I've seen ads and stuff whenever we're allowed to congregate. I'm fucking going.
Oh my God, I cannot wait. I was a huge regular there.
Were you?
I have made so many bad decisions in that bar.
Oh my God.
Well, get ready to make more because I'm about to slip and slide in that bitch when it's open. You have no idea. Yeah, like because there's like 5 or 6 stairs to go down there, right? So like I have a joke on my act where I said sometimes when like big bouncers have to carry me into clubs, it looks like I look like a makeshift gay pride parade float. Like,
oh my God.
Those muscular dudes are carrying me down like I'm a fucking sultan. Like I'm pretty sure it was there. And then like we migrated over to the McDonald's and all I remember is like I was in line. The line was massive and like people were already quite rowdy to begin with. I think it was like it was like some big event like May 24 or something like that. And I was in line. Somehow I think somebody started beatboxing or somebody started doing something crazy like
amazing.
Blaring music loud. And then I felt the spirit move me. I felt the spirit move me. God. And I started doing a 360. Like right there, swinging my legs back and forth, like I'm a screensaver or something, and like I didn't know where. I don't remember how fucking happened, but she looked like trans Ashley Larry, you know Ashley Larry from Chappelle's Show.
Oh my God!
Like exactly that.
Was she not like just trying to dance with you?
I don't remember. I just remember she was in the fucking whatever we were doing, and like she appeared, and then somehow our lips touched, and then it was like a fucking, you know, like when there's like a fight outside of a Denny's and the world starts.
Oh, stop it! Stop!
That's
so amazing.
Oh my goodness.
Oh. And then it ended in the worm.
Yeah. Yeah, I know. Yeah, exactly. It's, if I fell out of my chair, that's how I got back in it. You know, fucking warmed back on.
Jeez, man. Oh, that's a visual.
Can't believe I never told you that story. Like I
That's a good one.
A good one.
That is a good one. I miss the bar after. I used to frequent it all the time. After the bar, you'd go to like Burger King or that food that is so delicious.
Poutine.
So good. It's the best.
Or like talking a taxi driver into going to the McDonald's drive-thru. That's a great plan as well.
Listen, the last adventure I had out, it was a girls' night, and we were taking an Uber because we're like out in Bell River. So we were taking the Uber from Windsor, and we got him to do McDonald's. And then I always, for some reason, call shotgun. So nobody wants it, but I still say it. I'm always like, shotgun. And they're like, yeah, like we were putting you in the front. And I had the fries and I was trying to feed them to the Uber driver. And he didn't want them. He was really buff. Like he was really, and I'm like, come on. And that, because he wouldn't eat them. If you do that to a drunk person, like you just eat the one fry and she'll leave you alone.
I think
he only eats fries on his cheat day.
I just kept pressing it into his mouth. It was the best though. I miss him. I wonder what he's doing now.
Are these fries halal?
He's so jacked. Anyway, we didn't lock lips.
No. You might get a free ride out of that, you know? Would have made his day.
And there was one that I did molest. He was an older man and I full out molested him. I was like, "You're so cute." And I was like, "Can I have your card?" He's like, "I don't have any."
Yeah, I know. You
can see them.
You guys can just get away with so much in city. Like
I know, isn't it so bad?
Like if we did a fraction of that, there would be like a million Jezebel articles written about.
Listen, we're just getting ours back, man. We're just getting ours back.
Oh please, please. I
didn't touch him. I like gently. I hugged him. I gave him some love. Like I just like.
Did he respond positively to it, or
this guy loved it? The other guy did not. Yeah, one. I think it was like he consented with his eyes. The other guy did not consent with his eyes.
The French fry guy.
That'll hold up in court.
That was like a definite. Yeah, like
Your Honor, his mom was telling me no, but my body and eyes are telling me yeah.
This Uber driver will know it because I'm sure nobody else has tried to like force feed a fry.
He had a lazy eye. He was blinking twice, saying no. Stop conflating the evidence.
He's like tapping the button in the car. I need backup. She's trying to feed me these shit fries, man. My diet's gonna be blown.
Oh man.
I don't care. I stand by it. It was fun.
Did you guys
those days?
Oh yeah, exactly. Like I don't know if I told you this story too. Did you guys ever get to? Well, it wasn't the quarry when you guys started. It was the quarry when I was there. But like, there's like 2 flights of steps to get up to that, and all the comics hate carrying. Because like, here's the thing. Like, I lost a lot of weight, but my ass is like 170 pounds. So I think that's why they hate him. And like one of the barbacks there, shout out to Johnny. He's my boy. Go Raptors. Because we would always talk about Raptors to take his mind off of how fucking heavy I was. I was carrying me.
Oh my god!
Like back down there. So there was one show I was doing with another comic from Detroit, a couple comics from Detroit, and I think I featured like a guest spot or something. And after the show, like we're chatting, talking to people afterwards. I get up the steps, and as I get up the steps, I'm not in my chair for more than 5 seconds, and like this like petite, she kind of looks like who's the like a Holly Hunter looking type of white chick, you know, like with a bigger ass and like a worse attitude. She fucking like literally just gave me a lap dance where like barely. Like I barely.
At a comedy club?
No, like it was like at the time, it was in the restaurant part because like in the bottom.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, in the bottom.
What place was this?
It was the Rockhead, or the Comedy Quarry.
Wow.
Where's that?
Oh, you've never been? Oh yeah, it's off of Ottawa. They used to have a club there.
Yeah, I only moved back to Windsor. It'll be 2 years in August, and 8 months after that, the world shut down.
Yeah.
So
we have impeccable timing this year. I had big plans too.
Yeah.
So crazy.
Super
Hopefully
fun.
Hopefully it comes back.
Yeah. And thank God for Christine for saying yes to this podcast, because then to our show, because like it's the only thing that keeps me going.
I can tell you guys have like a natural chemistry. Also, you haven't taken a DNA test, so you may be mother and daughter. At least let people think that. You guys should totally play out that angle and
not sisters, mother and daughter.
You should, man. That's
Christine. You look like her grandmama.
I'm the mom.
I should get my porn star friend on here. We should write a fucking fan fiction for you guys. Like you make a killing.
Job. Actually, if we make a killing, I have to think about it. I'll mull it over. I'm a grandmother in this. Do I get a rocking chair?
I'll be involved with casting the person who plays me.
What's that, Jen?
I'll be involved in the casting with the person who plays me.
I thought that you have resting casting manager face.
I love casting. It was my favorite. Like it was awesome back when I was in advertising. Like that was good.
It would be fun.
Yeah.
That's some power.
And even the reasons why people say no and stuff, like it's just
I love it.
Yeah, it's fun.
I didn't know you were in like advertising. Like what were you like selling specifically? I'm like, what was that like too? I like to know the psyche because there's a lot of psychology and like what people click on and what people respond to. When I was going to school, we took media, and like there's certain images that the media shows to evoke response. And imagine it's the same thing with commercials. That's why I always mute them.
Yeah. Well, I was in advertising for 10 years. I worked on Nokia. I worked on Chris Bosch. I worked on Chevrolet. Yeah.
Okay. He had like his own brand. What do you mean?
Yeah, we did his DVD and documentary and his website and that kind of stuff. I think we did his website. Anyways, we did his DVD and documentary. I was an associate producer, and I'm in 4 of the sketches at the end. And so was my old cat, Tuna. Then I ended my career overseeing the federal government portfolio. So the Department of Finance, CRA. So anytime you saw an ad that was like, file online and on time, like during that window, or anytime it was like advertising like the new budget at like the new programs that were coming out, I did that. Like, so, but I wasn't a writer or anything. I was on the account services side. So I was the one who got beat up by everyone. And then I went to the recruitment, and now I'm kind of in advertising again.
Exactly. We all are when we think about it, but like that must be interesting though. Like, did you have to interact with clients? What was that like?
Oh yeah. Some of them were the best people ever, and some of them I don't wish good things for them. It was great. I mean, you know, like being on big commercial sets like was incredible, and like flying out to Vancouver for like 2 weeks at a time to do shoots in the mountains and stuff like that. Like it was pretty awesome.
Yeah. That is nice.
I'm learning so much.
Staying in hotels like that were free, and it was great. It was great.
Oh, that would be fun.
Yeah. But it was also like the worst. I had a lot of anxiety, a lot of stomach problems. A lot of people didn't like me.
Why not?
What?
What do you mean?
Oh, I am very polarizing. People either really like me or don't at all. I'm okay with it. That's just who I am.
I was gonna say that's code name for catty, but okay. I'm not talking about the golf kind either.
Oh, I'm not catty at all. I'm not catty, but people either like me or they really don't. And it's been that way since I was a child.
Well, listen, I have to tell you that I am indifferent. So.
Oh, Will, I didn't know any of you existed.
It's okay. Neither did the world.
Yeah.
Wonderful. The indifferentials.
Thank you. Now I feel like a normal person.
That's what we should be, the indifferentials instead of the untouchables. we covered.
I like this movie better.
Me too. Like, yeah, it's funny like to hear like people's jobs and shit. Like, did you have a weird job that you did for a while, Christine, that like people would be surprised to hear about?
I was in insurance.
I'm not surprised.
And anybody that knows me is like, what are you doing in there? That doesn't. It was like I sold insurance. I worked as an underwriter. I was in a cubicle. Yeah, still an asshole, but like just. So I would like review policies and stuff. I worked for economical insurance, and I did that, and then I was an EA for a while as well. Oh, so an educational assistant. Yeah,
I know what that means. I know.
I love that job, but I couldn't deal with. I was on like a casual list, so I couldn't deal with not knowing where I was going. Like that was very hard for me. Just spur of the moment. Let's just go to this school. I don't know where it is. It was too much. But if I could have just like kept doing, like had one school to go to, I would have been fine. So where we used to live, like that Niagara area, it was Beamsville. I got in good with schools that were close to my house through co-op placements. And so I got a lot of long terms, and that's why I was able to do that job. I did it for like 4 years. And then when we moved here, I was like, there's no way. But I was able to like stay home with the kids for a bit. And that's when I started comedy.
Ooh, the big reveal. No
like,
more.
Bye, corporate world. No more this 9 to 5.
She was nanny 911 for special kids. Now she's telling dick jokes and drinking wine.
It's summer. So true.
Stepmom/stepdaughter.
Listen, I can't show you my vagina, but I'm going to describe it to you.
Yes, in very intricate detail in front of my children.
Yes. I'm going to put it on the YouTube so them and their friends can see it on their lunch hour. Oh, well. It's funny how...
I always thought you were from Hamilton and not Beamsville. And
Sudbury. I grew up in Sudbury.
I mean, like, as a grown-up, like...
Oh, yeah, no, it was Beamsville.
I loved that area.
Wine country.
Yeah. Oh, God. And, like, Jordan Road, like...
Beautiful.
The Upper Canada Cheese Factory is my... cheese company on Jordan Road is my favorite place in the entire world.
Oh, wow. I don't think I ever went there.
Well, you have to next time you go because...
Yeah, we still family and stuff that way.
You can get like they have cheese curds certain days of the week and you eat them with a toothpick and they squeak perfectly in your mouth. That is a reasonable
perfect
moan.
squeakage.
Well, you're on the right podcast for that, you know.
Yes. We're gonna put you on a toothpick.
How do you think I got to walk? You know, fucking basically just medical toothpicks, more or less.
I think they were bigger than toothpicks.
Yeah, it's what I tell every woman I meet. They're bigger than a toothpick.
Crazy.
Yeah. Sorry, go ahead. I feel like I'm cutting you guys off because you're in the middle of good stories and like I have like dumb little jokes. That's
just where I was. The story ended with me doing stand-up. That's where my story ends.
And then I took it down a cheese path, and now we're back. We're ready for your next question.
We're back and we're black.
Yes,
well, you
squeaky.
know.
We are so far from being black.
We are like
Christine
right
and I
now,
are like the palest white girls.
This is a reverse Oreo. This is what this is right here.
I like what you did there. That's my joke. Yeah, you do pay attention. God damn. I love it. Yeah, no, I saw like, you know what I've been finding more fascinating is like the inventions people have been doing during quarantine. Like I live downtown and I saw like a homeless rickshaw the other day. No, I'm serious. It was like
that needs to be Instagrammed. You need to share that.
If I was smart, I would have taken a picture, and like I knew one of the girls too, so that's also why I didn't want to take a picture because she, you know, falling on hard times. But
one day that's gonna be me. That's my next. That's my next career move.
Fan fiction movies didn't go so well. I had to start selling my feet on OnlyFans.
Oh my god.
So Christine gets messages from like, because you know how her Twitter following is huge. And she gets messages from, oh my God, she has like, what do you have? 16,000, 17,000?
Just got 17 today.
Nice.
Almost legal.
Yeah. So she gets DMs from people asking her for feet pictures. And my feet are hideous. So I gave her pictures of my feet so that way she can give them pictures of my feet. So that way they won't ask anymore.
Yeah, but these pictures she sent were like perfect lighting. They were like, it was
but like in like
a portfolio.
Weird
she sent me a portfolio, and it's like you would cry. I really wish you would share these.
I love how you're thirst trapping people with like your toes, your tootsies.
I didn't mean to. It was like me by the pool. But listen, I just put out a feet one because it's like warmer weather now, and I got hit hard about bunions.
Do you have bunions?
Yeah, and they came at me hard. So I was like, oh, this isn't going like it used to.
Like? Can you describe them?
What?
What are they shaped
Describe
like?
my bunion?
Yeah.
Like,
this is
extra bone.
Gross on my feet.
It's not the bone she wanted.
Hey.
It's bigger than any bone I've ever seen.
Exactly. And the people are just like, listen, I just want to buy the insurance and sign my
policy.
But
listen, there was a man who his fetish wasn't just feet, it was bunions.
Oh, really? You could make money off of him.
A niche right there. Holy shit.
Bye everybody. Just off this one man.
Yeah.
Like, what do I do with my bunions then? Do you like powder them up?
Put bow ties on them, dress them up.
Put some lace around the foot.
Bunion by the pool.
Put it in the bunion brace.
Think outside the bunion. Like Taco Bell.
My wish list is bunion like therapeutics things for my feet. Because he likes it in those things. I don't know. It's a weird world out there, man. Anything goes.
I love it. We're just playing Mad Libs about your bunion.
I know. And then I was like, why does the word bunion? Like, why? I'm trying to get comfortable with it because I can like make fun of my own self. But I was like, why is bunion such a dirty word?
Because it sounds like onion. And like,
it makes me feel like I'm 80, but I'm like, whatever. I'm not going to do anything about it.
It's not like you have a goiter. I have tons of friends with bunions.
I know. You know what? It's from the 90s. The shoes I wore in the bars. Somebody asked if I was a dancer, like a ballerina. I was like, no, but I was on a speaker. And you should have seen me. I was in these shoes. They were like this big.
I legit could picture you. You remember the Peppers?
I was always on the speaker. I wanted to be a go-go dancer.
Peppers.
Yeah. She used to be my neighbor, like who fucking owned that place. Yeah, she used to be my neighbor. No.
Yeah.
Wow.
Deb owned it, and then Renee owned it with some dudes, some partners. But yeah, I worked at Peppers, and our interview on our podcast this week, she worked at Peppers with me, and she was like the body shot, the booby shot queen.
Okay.
Yeah.
You're a little cross promotion for you guys.
Oh, Peppers.
That was a good episode. So
yeah, it was.
Yeah, how many episodes do you guys have? You guys have been. I feel really lazy compared to both of you.
I think 27 episodes, and next week is our last. Next week is our last episode for the season. Then we'll take some time off, and then we'll start scheduling interviews again.
Okay. Yeah. Why do you got to take time off? Is it just too much, or what's the deal?
It gives our editor a break in terms of editing the show.
Yeah. I think it's good.
And just then we can like source other comics, figure out what we want to change from this season into next season, and implement it. Like we need to redo our opening.
Are you going to be the casting director?
Yes.
Is there an audition? Because if there is a casting couch, make sure that it's like, an accessible one. I don't know if you want me to spread eagle, but I might need some ropes.
Listen, we'll just have you on.
Yeah.
You don't even have to go through the process.
I'm like Samuel Jackson. I just skipped the line. You just
skip the line.
Hell yeah.
The velvet rope has been moved. Come on in. You still have to sit on the couch though. In the middle.
I'm fine with that. Fucking love you ladies. Oh my god. How are we not friends sooner? I'm having so much fun. This is the most fun I've had all week. Is that sad?
Oh, that's
great. Things like this make you like, you start talking to other people and you're like, oh yeah. Like you think that it's going to be so daunting because like I've shied away from so many people. But every time I talk to like a comic or what, I just feel so like I leave going, oh yeah, I could lift a car.
Yeah.
It feels so much better.
I ride high for a couple of days and then I go back to my typical.
I know. Yeah. I don't ride. You have a couple of days. I'm usually like next day.
Oh yeah, exactly. Like especially it's the performer's high you get like whenever I've done really, really well. Mm-hmm. And like no matter what happens that night, like it's almost like you have to like go out and like have a drink or fucking get something to eat because like that adrenaline rush keeps you up. I don't know about you, like I can't sleep for like a good 2 hours, 3 hours.
So last year when I was doing sets at Craft Heads, it was on Tuesday nights, and every Wednesday I would take a 5:30 a.m. train to go to Toronto. So like, and I wouldn't be able to sleep. Everything I tried to like shut down, like it was horrendous, but it was worth it.
I was working at a call center and I would go in like Weekend at Bernie's, just like everybody prop the phone up on my ear. But I loved it. Like you couldn't stop me. I think I did that. And there would be some nights I would go to like music open mics and stuff.
Yeah.
The Green Bean Cafe, I went there.
That's a good one actually.
And oh my God, I'd be so tired. But if you do well, either way, I end up staying up too long because if I didn't do well, I'd be like crying, like my life, or I'd be like on a high, eating everything out of like the cupboards, everything. Just like, I'm so good. But whatever.
I love that.
Anyway, that's how I live. That's a day in the life of.
we were also curious to hear.
I know. That's how I deal with comedy. That's how I deal with like aftermath of stand up.
Yeah, I'd usually get a cheeseburger on my way home.
Which would also be the same as like when you're drunk. It would probably taste just as good.
It did, always.
No. I can remember when I eat the cheeseburger. Or like if I ate it on stage, I don't want to eat it off stage too. You know what I mean? I don't know. That one was a groaner. I'm muting my own mic. Fucking. Okay, I think I'm back. Yeah, like I did like a Zoom show. I think I talked about this on the Christy Cochran episode because she did this show with me. But I did a fucking Zoom show for like a charity thing, basically. And I did like 15, 20 minutes. So like I middled basically. Ooh. And not that I'm bragging at all. I stretched it very, very thin with a lot of crowd work up top, like a lot. And like, because one of my lines was like, I wanted to start this off. I'm not used to doing these type of shows. It looks like I'm staring at the Hall of Faces from Game of Thrones. You know?
Oh God.
And like it was awkward too because during every punchline, like I could hear a smattering of laughs in the background, but like us, we need the gratification, we need to see.
Oh, it's so weird.
Yeah. So I was scrolling through the whole fucking chat, just be like, okay, are they laughing? Okay, are they laughing? Okay, that guy's taking a shit. Okay, that guy's ordering okay, that person's drooling. Maybe they had a seizure. I don't know. Like I was going through the whole thing.
Oh my God. You know what? Even listening to, like, I haven't been able to do a Zoom show, but like even listening to them, I'm just like, oh, it's not the same. Oh, this is so weird. And it's like, I'm like, no, like, it's just, it's such a different vibe. I did do, it's the Gong Show. It's from the Comedy Store.
Yeah.
And it was UK and they got me on, this guy just kept reaching out and I went on it and died, like died. And just the humor is different to begin with, right? And I'm trying to do like my kind of stuff, and it was just like totally mixed. Like the jokes weren't good anyway, but it was like a total miss. Like I was referring to my body as like if I dated a guy now and we were making out, it would be like him reaching through a junk drawer. They didn't know what junk drawer was. God only knows what a junk drawer to them is. It was not like.
What you could add to that is like, but instead, like he hit the cigarette lighter and his hand got burned.
Yeah. But I'm like, oh my God, like everybody has a junk drawer in their house.
Yeah, I have like that. It's I have like, ADHD.
Yeah, and I was like, oh, you can find one nipple, but you can never find the other, right? Like, I know it's in there. There's a pair in there. I know it's there. And they were just like, where is she? Where is she?
It was like the fucking what was the documentary on the Night Stalker?
Oh my God, that was scary.
I didn't see that.
Oh, yeah, it's on Netflix.
Is this true crime?
Yes,
it's some Netflix documentary. Why do women love that shit so much? Can you give me?
I can't. I don't know why, but I am like infatuated. I am watching that stuff all the time.
I don't know, maybe because in past lives we all got raped at some point.
Okay.
Thrown in a Rubbermaid
conversation there, Jen. Is that what the psyche was? You fucking psycho? Jeez. Well, it's because we all in patriarchy. Like, Jesus. I can take a chill pill.
Guys, come on. I was taking it to the past lives. And that's probably true.
Well, listen, you would be so honored to be one of Jack the Ripper's victims. I know. But
oh.
Yeah, if
that would be the worst way.
A prostitute back in the 1800s.
Dude, I don't know if this is just like my friend bullshitting me, but apparently his like one of his great ancestors was like in that time, and like she was a lady of the evening like during that time.
Wow.
So I don't know if that's how like it all went down, but according to him, and we still talk. We still talk. You got to keep those friends close.
I'm sure all of us at some point have an ancestor that was a prostitute.
Yeah.
I mean, it's like the oldest profession.
Hey, it's what we do. It's what we do. But
now I have to go look at my tree and be like, am I the only one?
Apparently that's a black conspiracy too, where like the 23andMe thing is. Because I don't know, I heard this third hand. It's from like a podcast, like peripherally from a podcast I heard. But it's like apparently what they do is they screen your DNA to see if you have a predisposition to other conditions. So insurance companies can hike up your insurance, or they can like finagling of the numbers. I don't know. It's all fucked. I just assume they do it anyways.
It's amazing how many people have been found for like murder and stuff through that.
Oh, dude! Yeah. Maybe I'll send this in the chat. There's like a Zoom court when like people are on court in Zoom, and like it was a domestic thing, I think, and the judge was on Zoom and the lawyer and all like the prosecutors, and apparently, that's what happened. Yeah, apparently like the woman was on trial because she wanted like a restraining order from her dude, and like as they were talking, they could hear the dude who was on the same.
I watched that.
You saw that shit too. That was wild.
It was so creepy.
The balls on that dude.
Yeah. What I was hoping for though was that you were going to talk about the lawyer who was not a cat.
Wait, what?
Did you see that video?
There's a cat lawyer?
Yeah, he like somehow he accidentally like turned on a filter where his face was a cat, and it was like it's the best thing I've seen. It like I just think about it and I laugh. Like, and he's like panicking and it's serious. He's like, "I'm here. I'm not a cat." It's so good.
I could so see that happening to me, like that,
Yes.
and I would be panicked. I'd be like, "I'm so sorry."
Yeah, I
with
can
a
see it
sad
happening
cat
to
face.
you too.
Sad cat face. The cat's crying. How do you stop the tears on this cat? I don't know. I'm getting better though. Like it's been okay. No
You're
panic
great.
attacks over it.
Yeah.
But at the beginning, doing podcasts, oh my God.
What do you
I couldn't
mean
even like work a computer.
Oh, you could. Oh,
It was grandma. It was bad. Yeah.
Was like
You
your
were not that
Put that
bad.
in the porn. Put that in the porn.
She was not that
what's
bad.
in the porn?
Right,
Not knowing
can't
how
work
to set up the Zoom.
No, when I'm the grandma. Yeah, and I can't work the computer. Help me! I'm naked, or in my moo-moo.
Or you're in the middle of sex, but like the audio's off, so you just hear no audio.
I'm a cat face.
The eyes are bulging out.
I'm not a cat. I'm a grandma. In this video, I'm a grandma.
You got like itchy and scratchy eyes every time it's doggy. It's like just bulging out.
Yeah.
Do you ever think about the fact that like if you would have gotten pregnant or had a baby in high school
Yes.
that you
Yes, I
could
do.
be a
All the
grandparent
time.
right now? Like-
Oh, yes. Actually, there was a lot of people I went to high school with that had children like early 20s, and I'm watching them like living full lives. I'm like, what?
But they could become grandmas.
Yes, some are grandmas right now.
Grandmas.
Yes.
Can you imagine? I think we scared him off with that.
He's like, I am never going to be pregnant. Shut the fuck up.
No, stop reminding me. No, I'm just getting a little vodka and Red Bull. It's the.
It's that time.
Yeah.
It's snack time.
It's my rocket fuel.
Yeah, but I do always think about this. My dad had, he was about 20 when I was born. And I always relate to like where I would be now. So I always go like, oh, at this point, when he was 45, I didn't live there. And I look at my situation, I'm like, I still have 3 here for some time. This sucks. He had it right. He could get on with things. Like, I think he was dating then. I wasn't even there.
Yeah.
Like,
My parents had me late though. They were like 31 and 33.
Not late.
Like that was late in
back then,
1981.
yeah.
I don't know. To me,
Oh,
that's
yeah.
reasonable.
Yeah.
But
Well,
yeah,
I was
like today,
35
it's
when Layla was born, but like, even in Windsor, like I was like 5 years kind of late, but like in Toronto, I was like
right on.
right on.
Early.
Yeah.
5 years early.
Yeah.
Yeah, we don't think about that. You guys have a biological clock and stuff. Like it's very it's time sensitive in so many ways.
It's not as sensitive as it used to be. I'm like, there's a lot of options now.
Sure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's a digital clock now.
A digital clock.
A digital clock. Just numbers. No riffraff.
Yeah. No, you're always hitting the snooze button though, like in the morning. So that's the only problem.
Yeah, I remember my doctor when I was like 31. He's like, you better start thinking about having kids. I'm like, I'm not married yet, and he's like, does it matter? And I'm like, no, but yes. But my sister-in-law knows a lot about that stuff. She's like, you're fine. Like he's just stressing you out. He's just an old man who's trying to get a baby out of you.
Exactly.
Yeah, I think my doctor was like, okay, you can stop now. You should probably stop.
It's a good doctor. I know. Yeah, honestly, like whatever happened to just doctors being like, that's one of my favorite think Tom Segura bits where he's like Dr. Dick, where he's just like a douchebag to him. He's just like, yeah, you're that piece of shit. You gotta lose weight.
Oh,
Get out there.
My doctor said, I believe in a healthy lifestyle. I was like, well, we're all gonna be different because I don't. He was like trying to get me off of everything, like good food, no alcohol. I'm like, I'm not a biker. I'm not a runner. I'm a drinker and an eater.
Yeah.
I like to dance.
I do. That's the only exercise I'll do.
Yeah.
I will do dance till I die.
We set up Xbox Connect so that way I can do just dance workouts.
Yes. You know, my favorite is the Black Eyed Peas.
Ooh.
I would die doing that. Like it's a sea of sweat just because I want to beat my score.
Are you pretending to be Fergie the whole time or like who?
Yeah, actually I am. Or I don't even remember their names. They're such good dancers though. Oh. There's one, he's I don't even think he really sings, but he's an amazing dancer. Do you remember that one?
I don't know the name.
He's shorter.
Yeah, I can picture.
Oh, I love him. Anyway, they're wicked ass dancers.
Yeah, I don't remember much because when I really liked the Black Eyed Peas, it was my partying phase.
they're just a blur. They have blurry faces.
I remember Fergie, but
remember her humps.
Her lovely lady lumps.
Yeah, no, they didn't put lymph nodes in front of the lumps part. That was the remix. My lovely little.
Yes.
I know. Yeah, no. I listen. I don't know how much longer you guys are gonna do it. Like, you know, if we want to, we can just do plugs right now. We can do this a little. We can keep going. But like I said, I don't want to hold you up too much longer. It's a beautiful day outside, so we got to get outside. And shit. But like, you know, have me on as well because I don't know if you thought about this. I'm the royal flush of minorities. Like almost. Not gay or trans, but like.
And that is the title we're gonna put on
royal flush of minorities. I think that's all you need.
This royal flush, people would tune in. What? The royal flush.
Yeah, we'll probably start recording episodes again in a couple of weeks.
Okay.
Or like a month, and then like a little bit after that. I just like to have a pause in between it. And I don't know if that's good for a show or not, but like it's nice to like not stress about it.
Yeah, well you want things to feel fresh and like the best, the most creative I ever am is when I'm not forcing it. Like the hardest part, I don't know about you guys, but the hardest part about this whole thing is like I love bullshitting with my friends and just talking to people, and that's when I come up with the best material. Or like I hate that spark to write about.
Yeah.
It's one. Yes. I agree. There is a discipline to it. Like we can all pretend to be George Carlin and fucking Hunter Thompson and just sit there and write for like whatever duration of time. But you need to have motivations and you need to be entertained.
Yeah.
Stimulated.
That's why I think I'm like on empty. I have nothing. Same day.
You brought a lot today though. I have to say, I have for being Renee's stand-in. You've been awesome.
Thanks. I almost want to shit myself.
So do you want us to talk about our show a little bit?
Yeah. Whatever you want to talk about and like give your plugs too. Where can people follow you as well? Because that's very important. They're sick of my plugs, so please.
So
the only plug I use is for my chair. Sorry. I just think that. And even then it's
our show. Okay, can I go?
Yes, you can.
Okay. Our show is called Moms Are Not Funny, and we interview funny people, mostly comedians, about the moms that influence their sense of humor.
Oh, we didn't even get to that. Okay.
And we talk about, the funniest thing a mom in their life has done, like who inspired them, the comedians that they love, the the stand-ups that they love, the shows that they love. Yeah, and it's great. We interview comics who are moms. We interview comics who are not moms. Mm-hmm. We interview comics who had great moms, comics who had shitty moms, comics who, because everybody had a mom everybody was born. So, and then there's always like stand-in moms too for people who had shitty moms. So Christine, where can they find us?
They can find us. Moms Are Not Funny. Like we're on Twitter, Facebook, Instagram. It's all Moms Are Not Funny, at Moms Are Not Funny.
Absolutely. You guys are a really fun follow as well. Like I do watch some of your stories, and I do check out some of your TikToks. What is your, oh, that's my next question, Christine. What's your favorite TikTok that you've done this year? Because I saw one where you were doing like a wine dance or like a Zumba thing. But...
Yeah, this year I don't know that I did that much this year. I think that would be like the cougar one.
What's that one?
But it was like the cougar one was like me practicing my dance moves.
Oh, I love that one.
Come back.
Like, you're so ridiculous in it.
Those are my actual dance moves, Jen. No, they're not.
Even if they were, like, they're gloriously ridiculous.
The
like,
one that last year I did more in the summer. Now that it's summer, I feel more inspired to, like, you know, like I'm suited up in my bathing suit or like outfits, like I get ready to go outside. So there might be more that way, because otherwise I was just like, nobody wants to see me in my sweatpants. Nobody.
I'm hoping that this summer, since the reopening plan is coming, I can bring my child over to Christine's. Her kids can watch my child, and she and I can just make stupid videos of things and plan out.
That would be awesome. Yeah.
That's my hope.
Absolutely, ladies. Go follow all their stuff. They are, like I said, they're a really fun follow. You guys are on, like, for being the C right now, you guys are like two of my favorite people that I've met this year. So there you go.
Yay!
Aw, thank you.
You
Nice.
You turned me around this whole episode.
Yay!
I know, now turn me back because my ass itches. I'm starting to get hemorrhoids.
I gotta go eat lunch. I'm starving.
Yeah. That is one of my favorite David Tell jokes, where he's like, there's a homeless guy and he's like, turn me east.
East.
Near Mecca. Anyways, like I said, follow my links too at Dave Squeaky Wheels on Instagram, Twitter, D Squeaky Wheels with the Z. Facebook, same, just Dave, SQEAKY, WHEELZ, and youtube.com/Dave Squeaky Wheels with the S, all one word. You ladies are fantastic. Like I said, stay on the line. We'll wrap up in a second. Christine Hall and then Jen Richardson. Please go give them a follow. They are fantastic and they are lovely gals. And we're gonna be writing some fan fiction. Hell yeah. That's right. No, let's do it up. I really think your podcast will blow up next year. Like, more people need to know about you, especially locally. So do all that good stuff. Thank you so much for tuning in, guys. This has been Wheelin Dealin, day drinking episode, the Royal Flush of Minorities, the reverse Oreo, everything we've recapped. I'm doing a fucking roll call. All right, bye, guys.
I love it.
Bye.
Bye. I'm going to stop recording. Hang on, but I'm not leaving the meeting.